Alright, how's it going everyone? My name is Isaac Katz and welcome back to my week 4 reflection. This week we only got 3 questions, so I'm going to try and keep it a little bit shorter than last week. I got the questions on my monitor right there, so I'm going to read them off and answer them. So let's get right into it. Alright, question 1. Take a look at your e-portfolio so far. What is your e-portfolio telling you? Basically, after going back and reviewing my e-portfolio, I realized that a lot of the artifacts I included weren't your necessary or your standard artifacts. I remember when I started adding things to it, I assumed I'd be adding essays I liked or kind of more standard presentations, but after looking back at it, most of the artifacts are videos or not your standard, big assignments that you'd be doing in class. And I think what this has kind of shown me is the work I am most proud of here and the work I have excelled the most at is the assignments where, when given the option to either write an essay or make a video presentation, I kind of choose the more creative route, and make a video or make a stop motion thing or some sort of not standard artifact, you could call it, and that's where I tend to excel. And so I think, just looking back, I've realized that when I kind of take the more creative option, I, as a student, am able to showcase my best work better. So yeah. Anyways, question number 2. Looking back at your e-portfolio, what would you tell your past self? The self just starting this e-portfolio. What would you tell your even younger self? The self just starting high school, perhaps? Or the self just getting started on their lifelong learning journey? So I don't want to get too deep for this question, but I vividly remember in Univ 101 when we were starting the e-portfolio, I was super anxious. I came to University of Arizona, I had no friends, or I didn't know anyone here, and making friends was really hard for me. And I think because I kind of had no friends, I had a lot of time on my hands, and I was able to kind of take that time, and obviously Univ 101 was one of the first classes I took, and instead of making the, standard, written reflections every week, I said, screw it, I got time, I'll make videos. And I think that kind of decision, I remember at the time I was nervous about a bunch of things, and I remember thinking, wow, I have all this free time, which is nice, but I really wish I had friends. I wish I was in clubs. I wish I was in groups. And now, 2 years later, I'm in all these things. I'm in a fraternity I love. I have a lot of friends. I'm in rock climbing club. I feel like I've really made this school my own. I'm very comfortable here, and I'm so happy I came here. So I guess if I could go back and tell my old self, I'd be Isaac, listen, just enjoy where you are. Because back then I was stressed out about wanting to be in all these clubs, and now I'm in all that stuff, and I look back at how I was, and I was damn, you had way less homework, you had so much more free time, you had way more time to be more creative, and now I'm kind of up to my neck in work, which is not as fun. So I guess the biggest thing would just be life's a journey, and enjoy where you're at, because it's going to work out. There's going to be ups and downs, there's going to be highs and lows, but at the end of the day, as long as you wake up and you're 1% better every day and you try your best, ultimately it works out. And I guess living life with no regrets is one of the biggest things I've learned as a lifelong learner, because when I started making these video reflections, didn't know how they were going to do. I didn't know if the teacher would like it. I didn't know if I'd even get a good grade back on it. And if I hadn't kind of taken that risk, I wouldn't be here making videos, and I wouldn't have been able to add all those artifacts to my portfolio, which I really like and enjoy. Yeah, so hopefully that answers that question. Anyways, question number 3, thinking ahead. What do you hope your e-portfolio says about you? What might your e-portfolio tell your future self? Well, looking back at my e-portfolio, I've done a lot of assignments just in the 3 years I've been in Arizona. And I guess what I'd hope my e-portfolio would tell my future self is these were the assignments that at the University of Arizona I am most proud of and showcase my best work. And ultimately, how how do I say this? Ultimately, I hope it turns into like a time capsule where looking back, I'll just be able to, because I'm not going to remember all the Google Drives and everything, but looking back, I'll be able to look at this e-portfolio and say, here, these were the assignments I really killed. I really was able to showcase my best work at the University of Arizona. So yeah, thank you very much, and that is the end of my week 4 reflection.